Hey, yo, E-King Fight News. Deontay Wilder did an exclusive interview speaking on all things Tyson Fury and or Dominic Brezeale. E-King Fight News. We got more on this. Hey, yo. Alright, so Deontay Wilder is looking at the Tyson Fury rematch as his main option. And he also said this about Dominic Brezeale. He thinks that's an easy fight for him, and he's paying no mind to that matchup. He doesn't like the idea of facing Brezeale next. But Dominic Brezeale is the mandatory, and the WBC needs to make a ruling on whether that will be mandated for Deontay Wilder next. We saw Dominic Brezeale in action on the Charlo card, I believe, and he looked okay. Nothing spectacular coming from Brezeale. He's had a lot of time off. He's literally his whole career is waiting on Deontay Wilder. So let's get into exactly what Deontay Wilder had to say in this exclusive interview to Boxing Scene. And we got more on this. All right, so there's a headline. Wilder eyes Fury, but Brezeale would last 1 to 3 rounds. So he's saying, I really don't think nothing of Dominic Brezeale. That he did this interview on the 1st of January. He said he doesn't even rate him. He's an average fighter at best. I give him 1 to 3 rounds with me, but he don't last long. That's for sure. He knows I'm next, and he better be holding onto that baby really tight because I'm coming for him. Trouble's already here. I've been waiting for him, and I did what I had to do tonight. I'm ready for him now. Those were the words of Dominic Brezeale after he beat up on Carlos Negron. Negron. So Dominic Brezeale, this is what Wilder had to say about him again. He said Brezeale's got a corny attitude, a corny swag, and nobody believes in him or anything he says. He just tries to come up with a way of talking himself up and hyping up a fight with me, but he ain't even that good at that. He's one of those guys that just talk and talk, but he can't back it up. I don't see me fighting Dominic Brezeale next, but if I had to, there's a difference between my skills and his, that is, like the difference between day and night. Dominic would be very easy work for me. I see that as a 1 to 3 round fight. That fight could be a first round knockout, but definitely 3 rounds or less because he's too slow, and when I land a punch against him, he's going to go down, no question about it. That's what he had to say. And, he's been very consistent with the opponent he wants next. He wants the fighter that many fans consider the lineal champion, Tyson Fury. That's the fight he wants. And we're going to have to see how they plan it out, if they can negotiate it. We all know Frank Warren wants that fight in the UK. Ben Davidson wants that fight in the UK. And like I said before, Deontay Wilder would have done himself a favor if he was a little bit coy and he didn't express his strong interest in a rematch, right? If he was a bit more coy and say, you know what, I'm gonna keep my options open. Maybe AJ can get all this smoke in the world. I'll knock AJ the fuck out. If he says something like that, Tyson Fury would have that shit in the back of his mind, thinking, oh shit, maybe Wilder doesn't want to do the rematch. Maybe he's going to chase AJ. But oddly enough, Tyson Fury is doing a double. Tyson Fury is the one considering sitting out and letting Anthony Joshua and potentially Deontay Wilder, if they can, figure out the money, because they haven't even agreed on that. And I mean, in this whole boxing game, that's really what it comes down to. If you can get an agreement on the money, everything else ends up falling in place. I'm telling you guys, everything else ends up falling in place unless one of those parties doesn't want to make the fight happen. And, right now there's a whole lot of posturing going on between one team that happens to be Anthony Joshua's side. They're doing a whole lot of posturing, doing a whole lot of acting. And do they really want the fight? Is what a lot of fans want to know. Right? So, at the end of the day, we all know what's up next. Anthony Joshua hasn't announced his fight. Dillian Whyte knows he's pretty much next in line. Eddie Hearn knows Dillian Whyte's next in line. But what's up with Tyson Fury? How come he's ducking the fade? How come this quote-unquote champion that beat Wilder in America is what y'all like to say? How come he doesn't want the rematch? How come he doesn't want the rematch? Anyways, maybe Wilder should fight Tyson Fury in the UK. I mean, if he really needs this rematch to fix his resume, and you believe you knocked him out in the 12th round, well, shit. You're in a spot now where you can take over the UK with a win over Tyson Fury. And you can make Anthony Joshua, maybe you can make Anthony Joshua come to you. It would raise his stock, and I think it's also a great fight. So if I'm Deontay Wilder, maybe I'm thinking, let's make our presence be known worldwide, and let me take out this guy they call Tyson Fury. Wherever the fight may land. But Deontay Wilder has spoken on that, and he doesn't like the fact that there's a cap on how much he can make in a UK fight. We all know the pay-per-view is substantially less. The payouts on the UK side versus the US, and that is how Deontay Wilder can generate way more revenue in a US fight compared to a UK fight. So I guess that's common knowledge. Everybody understands that, right? AJ can do 3 times the pay-per-view numbers in the UK than Deontay Wilder, but they'll generate the same amount of revenue. Y'all understand that, right? I assume you understand that. So you already know what it is, man. E-King Fighting You. Smash the like button. And subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, man. Hit that subscribe button if you're not already subscribed. And, we'll be back to the live stream sometime in February. And for now, E-King Fight News. And we're out.
Champions, multiple world title challenges, and I've managed to kind of focus on the fight more so than the negotiations. With Wilder, I seem to see that it's more about the negotiations than it is the fight. So I'm having issues. So it's not up to me whether he fights or not. It's up to him and his team. But if they believe that they're good enough to beat me, then they have the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. Yeah. So you can't expect to have the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow without foraging through the forest and going through, some tough times. So that's what I'm saying is, don't worry about the pot of gold just yet. It's there, but let's fight first and prove who the best of the heavyweight division is right now. And that's where I feel it is. So, and if it's not him, then I've got to continue with my boxing career. I can't sit around waiting for him. Yeah.
All right, that was AJ. Y'all know what he said. So let me know what you guys think in the comments section below. E-King Fight News. And we're out.